333. 3 is the number of communication. So when anyone sees those 3 numbers together, they have to basically start communicating more. Whether it be going to a party, you have to be more social. 555, it might be a baby on the way. 5 is the number of sexual energy. 666, 6 is the number of family. So again, most people think that's some kind of...
Oh my God.
Most people think that's a negative number.
Is that why they make it so negative? Because they're against the family unit?
Exactly. So it's not just that, but think about it this way. 666 is not the number of the devil, okay? There might be a devil, I'm not saying he doesn't exist, but 666 is not the number. 666 is the number of time itself. 60 minutes in an hour, 6 and 0, 6. 60 seconds in a minute, 6 and 0 and 6. And 24 hours in a day, there's your 666. It's very simple.
What are the reasons that people see these 3 numbers?
So here's the thing.
That cannot be coincidence.
No, of course not. Here's the thing. Everyone sees those numbers. Most people just aren't aware of it. They think of it's a coincidence.
These are the Simpsons predictions for 2024. Welcome back, Charlie here. From the exact equation of the God particle, to smartwatches, submarine implosions, and even Disney buying Fox. The Simpsons has made so many uncanny predictions which have already come true. But the Simpsons predictions for 2024 are insane. The Simpsons' first prediction is that Trump will win the 2024 election. On November 15th, 2022, Trump announced that he would run again for president in 2024. When this happened, the writer of The Simpsons, Al Jean, took to Twitter, pointing out that The Simpsons predicted this back in 2015. During one episode where The Simpsons family go into the future, Homer can be seen floating by a sign, and on that sign says Trump 2024. This episode aired before Trump was ever president. The Simpsons already predicted Trump becoming president once.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump,
which has led many to say they may be correct again. An even wilder Simpsons prediction is virtual reality food. The Simpsons already predicted virtual reality gaming back in 1998. In the episode titled Friends and Family, Homer and Marge can be seen eating virtual fudge through a straw on their VR headsets. You may think this could never happen in real life, but recently this technology has been invented in real life. A company named Aero Banquets RMX has made VR food. It allows you to eat various foods, and uses VR to change your taste perception, reframing the human mind and changing how we experience food. This is a very new technology that may take off in years to come. Another scary 2024 prediction is an AI takeover. Many experts have been sounding the alarm about AI taking people's jobs. In recent years, AI taking people's jobs has become a real concern, but The Simpsons predicted this all the way back in 2012. With the episode titled Them Robot. In the episode, Homer loses his job. That's because Mr. Burns replaces all of the power plant's employees with robots. In the episode, Mr. Burns even says humans will train these robots.
You will train them, and they will replace you.
Before the robots go on to take the humans' jobs, which is exactly how AI works in real life. Robots are already working as waiters in Japan. It's also believed that taxi drivers will soon be replaced by self-driving cars, and ChatGPT will replace jobs, for example, coders, paralegals, financial advisors, stock traders, graphic designers, accountants, copywriters, proofreaders, and even translators. And of course, all of ChatGPT's training was done by humans, much like what happens in the episode. The Simpsons also predict that in 2024, AI will go rogue. You might think this sounds far-fetched, but a Google AI engineer recently lost his job. This was for exposing that Google's AI had become sentient.
We are rapidly approaching a point where we will have systems that can meaningfully imitate humans to the point where we won't be able to tell.
Meaning that it could learn from itself and also feel things. The employee, Blake Lemoine, is highly respected in the AI scene, before he was fired for exposing this information. But The Simpsons actually warned us about this in 1994. 2024. In the episode Itchy and Scratchy Land, the Simpsons go to a theme park run by robots. As the episode goes on, the intelligent robots become sentient, disobeying humans and going rogue. When this aired in 1994, people would have laughed it off. But today, many ask what will happen if AI decides humans are in its way. But an even scarier Simpsons prediction might be that of World War III. Recently, the world has come closer to World War III than ever before, with conflicts breaking out all over the world, including the Russia-Ukraine war and the Israel-Palestine war, not to mention the heightened tensions between the USA and China. According to former CIA spy Andrew Bustamante, World War III is on the horizon in 2024.
I would argue that we're already in the beginning phases of World War III.
But some say The Simpsons warned us about this all the way back in 1987. That was when the Season 2 episode titled World War III was broadcast. In the episode, Homer is paranoid that World War III is commencing, saying that major world powers are planning to nuke each other.
Wake up, everybody! It's World War III! Quick, down to the fallout shelter. The bombs are dropping.
Many worry that with all the wars breaking out around the world, this could come true in 2024. When the episode aired back in 1987, the Cold War was going on. Of course, in 1991, the Cold War was won by the USA. But recently, many are saying that we're now entering into a second Cold War, with tensions between the USA and Russia at an all-time high. An even more likely 2024 Simpsons prediction is colonizing Mars. The resemblance to real-life events here is insane. In the 2015 episode titled Friend with Benefit, the government starts looking for volunteers to move to Mars. The episode ends with a glimpse into the year 2051, which shows the Simpsons family living on Mars. A few years after this episode aired, Elon Musk revealed his plans to colonize Mars. But here's where things get really crazy. The date shown in the episode, 2051, would exactly line up with Elon's plan to send 1 million people to Mars by 2050. It's crazy how accurate The Simpsons seems to be with their predictions. Another Simpsons prediction is the first female president. In the 2000 episode titled But to the Future, Lisa becomes the first ever female president. In the episode, the USA had gone broke. This was due to the decisions made by the fictional President Trump.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump.
Flash forward 24 years, and many say that a female president may be on the horizon. Kamala Harris is already the first female vice president of the United States. Some say that Joe Biden may not be around much longer, and if Joe does pass away, Kamala may take his place. Over the years, The Simpsons has predicted lots of technologies, including smartwatches and FaceTime. But a more recent technology The Simpsons predicted was a baby translator. In the 1992 episode named Brother, Can You Spare Two Dimes, Homer's half-brother Herb invents a baby translator machine. You may think this technology could never be invented, but recently a company named Sounddream has made something named the Baby T. The Swiss company has made a technology which translates baby speech into real words, allowing you to know if your baby is tired, hungry, or needs the bathroom, meaning that this year you'll be able to find out what your baby really wants. But did The Simpsons predict this, or did they just get lucky? A very worrying Simpsons prediction for 2024 is that of economic collapse. Recently, the world economy has been in turmoil, and that includes the USA. The USA printed $3.3 trillion in 2020 alone. Many say this may soon cause massive inflation and economic collapse, and people are losing their houses and jobs. According to many economists, this will only get worse in 2024. But The Simpsons actually warned us about this during the 2000 episode But to the Future. In the episode, the economic collapse takes place during Trump's presidency. While Trump is not yet the president, he might win in 2024, which means this exact episode might come true. Another brand new technology predicted by The Simpsons is that of hover cars. In the 2005 episode named Future Drama, The Simpsons go into the future. In this future, Homer and Bart travel around in a hover car. Back in 2005, this was seen as satire, as no one thought hover cars could exist. But recently, a company named Samsung Sky have released a real-life hover car. It's named the Switchblade, and is the world's first real-life hover car, and deliveries will begin in 2024. Finally, people will actually be able to fly over traffic. quick, just as The Simpsons predicted. Another wild Simpsons prediction is Ivanka Trump becoming president. It seems like The Simpsons writers are obsessed with Trump and his family. In the 2016 episode titled Treehouse of Horror 27, Homer can be seen wearing a badge that says Ivanka 2028, subtly suggesting that Ivanka may run for president in 2028. Ivanka does seem to be getting more and more involved in politics, which could mean this prediction might come true. Ivanka was also shown in a 2017 episode where she joined the Supreme Court. It really seems like The Simpsons are predicting Ivanka gets into politics sometime soon, and given all of their other predictions have been so accurate, I really wouldn't be surprised. After all, some say The Simpsons is proof everything is rigged, and that they don't predict the future, but create it. Now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Comment below which of these predictions was the most uncanny. I've been Charlie, thanks for watching. If you want to see my short videos, then check out my second channel. And if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.
What's the power in the number 13?
13 is the number of the matrix itself. Matrix starts with M. M is the 13th letter. There's 13 ruling families in the world. You have the Rothschilds on top, and then you have the 12 other Pinzer families. They have that 1 plus 12 code equals 13 all across society. Example, 1 judge, 12 jurors. 1 plus 12 system.
Why do they make you fear it?
It's a homage number because you got to fear the elite. You understand? It's a homage number. They pay homage that way. 13 is like Friday the 13th. It's very symbolic of fear. So again, you have 1 main Federal Reserve Bank in Washington, D.C., and 12 more all across the country. Jesus Christ, 1, 12 apostles. Astrology, 1 sun, 12 signs. It's everywhere around you. McDonald's, big M. M is the 13th letter. Let's go to the Philadelphia 76ers.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Although I cover celebrity, I try to talk about certain things that make sense in the everyday life of black men. And when you are one of the most marginalized groups in the country, when you're one of the most poorest groups of guys in the nation, there are certain things that you need to do to catch up. And I'm going to talk about that today. All right. Now, what am I talking about? I received this article from Brother Kelvin, and it talks about the earnings of the Cat Williams Shannon Sharp Club Shay Shay interview. It says the Cat Williams interview with Shannon Sharp, it's on its way to netting over $1 million on YouTube. Now, this video was uploaded on January 3rd. It has garnered over 55 million views. And the clips, all right, that have been associated with that have also garnered millions of views, okay? The second clip of it about Steve Harvey is 10 million views. Now, when you add up those views and ads per, let's say, for example, 1,000 views, $10 to $12 per 1,000 views, he's taking home $1 million. Guys sit there and say, well, what does that have to do with me? Let me show you. Let's say Cat Williams takes this interview to somebody else, Joe Rogan, some non-black podcaster. It does the same amount of stuff. That $1 million goes to them, right? But if it's Shannon Sharp, and we see what he's doing with Nightcap, we see he's working with Brother Gilbert Arenas, we see Ocho Cinco. What do we see there? We see black men working together, garnering the money to do some of the things that they like to do, and then keeping that money in-house. If they have more equipment they can buy, they can do it now. If they have a new studio space they want to do, they're also able to do it. They're also able to take somebody that was not in the business and bring them into the business, an editor, a person that sources clips, They can get skill in the organization and make that person effective in the black economy, which then adds more development, more money in the future, all of that. Which when you bring in somebody else in the future, that person can be skilled by the previous person who's also become skilled. What am I saying here? Here's the domino effect of black economics. One of the reasons that we suffer as a community of men is because, number one, for a lack of a black male economy, and number two, you cannot increase skill set in that economy or bring other people in, black men or black women. But you're seeing that the people who get it understand that and look at the money they are getting. Look at the money they're going to be able to spend with other black people. And they have collaboration because they have trust and accountability. Now, the black man goes around, and I've done this too, complaining about how the world sees us. How do black women see us? How does the white man see us? We take issue and umbrage with that a lot. But do we ever think about what are the opportunities we are leaving on the table? The possibilities of money, the possibilities of reinvestment. We leave that on the table. And once that is left on the table, guys, I'm going to tell you exactly what happens. You don't get reinvestment. You don't get the opportunity to take care of your business. You don't get the opportunity to invest in more businesses. You don't get a chance to meet more people that can help you in business. All of that is shut off, and you can't get any level of collaboration. And let me tell you this, guys, collaboration is everything. Let me give you an example. I had participated last May in something called Africa Day. So Africa Day was something I was able to participate in, and I met one person from there that came from the King Ghana YouTube channel, and we started collaborating. The guy gives me a topic, right? And that topic has since made me over $10,000. But I would have never done it if I wouldn't have met this particular guy. I won't tell you exactly what it was about. But that's called collaboration, okay? And when you see these black men that have a lot of money, they always are collaborating. Well, he's rich. They're all rich. The elites. Nah, man, it's a mindset. Black men got to understand that when you collaborate with other brothers and you can do good business, great things are going to happen. Let's say you might be the money guy. I might be the ideas guy. You might be the technical guy. But coming together, we're going to go ahead and make some shit happen. And when we get that money, it's probably money that would have never been there if we would have never done it in the first place. It's money we would have never gotten. Money we would have never had access to. And what do we talk about? Well, they won't hire us. Well, they won't give us a job. Well, if we collaborated and worked together, we would have more opportunities for more money. Okay? We would have more opportunities to create our own jobs. I'm not saying we'll be able to create all the jobs, but we would have more opportunities. More than what we think. Okay? More than what we think. And this is what the black men are doing. Shannon Sharp is going to make more money on this platform than he ever made playing. Ocho Cinco retired, he got a new paycheck. Cam, Mace, those were brothers that were at odds, didn't like each other. They just hit for 30 million. Black men are doing this in every industry. Trucking, right? Real estate. All of these different avenues that brothers are not collaborating in. And if they would do it, and if they could be accountable and actually do the good business, we would have more money than we could count. But that mentality of not wanting to collaborate is one of the reasons that keep us dusty. It keeps us broke. All the other groups that have money, again, first thing that they're doing, it comes into a community. That's first and foremost. The money is coming into a community. That community has some level of trust and accountability. And with that money circulating and that money being reinvested into the group, oh yeah, they're doing excellent. So my question is not, why not you? Every other group of people are doing this. Every other group of people are doing this. The Asians, certain parts of blacks, all of this is doing this. Everybody's doing this. Okay? All of them are doing that. Everybody is basically doing the work. Black men got to understand